Greetings. Today is January 5th, 2010. 234 years ago, Washington led the Continental Army to this location on December 26, 1776. This is Washington's Hollow along Jacobs Creek, Hopewell Township, New Jersey. Then they came to a big stream called Jacobs Creek. Its tumbling waters had cut a deep ravine directly across their path. The road fell away in a steep decline down the side of the ravine toward a rocky creek bed 100 feet below. The water was high and swift that night as it flowed toward the Delaware River. In a storm of snow and sleet and hail, the steep descent was difficult for marching men and impossible for limbered guns and harnessed horses. Lieutenant Elijah Bostwick remembered that the column halted, and our horses were then unharnessed and the artillery prepared. That arduous process, which he summarized in a few words, consumed precious time. The artillery's long drag ropes had to be brought out, and trees used as mooring posts for a mechanical advantage so that the guns could be lowered slowly to the bottom of the ravine. On the other side of the creek, the guns had to be hauled up again by teams of men who were struggling to keep their own balance. Slowly, the column inched its way down the slope to Jacobs Creek and up the other side, only to meet another steep ravine. It was a flooded tributary of Jacobs Creek, smaller but very steep. George Washington rode up and down the column, urging his men forward. Suddenly, the general's horse slipped and started to fall on a steep, icy slope. While passing a slanting, slippery bank, Lieutenant Bostwick remembered, His Excellency's horse hind feet both slipped from under him. The animal began to go down. Elijah Bostwick watched in fascination as Washington locked his fingers in the animal's mane and hauled up its heavy head by brute force. He shifted its balance backward just enough to allow the horse to regain its hind footing on the treacherous road. Bostwick wrote that the general seized his horse's mane and the horse recovered. It was an extraordinary feat of strength, skill, and timing, and another reason why his soldiers stood in awe of this man. At last, the army passed the deep ravines of Jacobs Creek